Jax watched the young woman's reaction with veiled interest. Sabine's cheeks heated under Uma's direct attention.
I think it's best if I spend the day inside. Master Charles cautioned it might take my fair skin some time to get accustomed to the radiant sunlight.
She pushed her ethereally pale hair behind her pink ears.
I shall sit with him and keep Captain Solomon company.
Jax's eyebrows rose. All day? She scoffed. Come, Sabine, we promised you adventure. It sounds like Uma and Vita have devised a lovely day for us. She cringed at how chiding her words of concern sounded. Sabine's shoulders drooped at the light rebuke.
Perhaps around tea time? Charles says the sun isn't as ruthless during the waning hours of the afternoon.
Uma sighed, flashing Jax a defeated look. With a shrug, Jax turned her attention back to her rapidly depleting breakfast. If Sabine wanted to stay cooped up ogling over George, so be it. Her thoughts now on George, Jax asked, How is Captain Solomon doing this morning? Have any of you seen Charles up and about? Sabine nodded eagerly.
I helped Charles carry breakfast to the captain's room this morning. It seems he's doing much better.
She frowned slightly.
So much so that Charles is having a bit of trouble convincing him to stay in bed.
Jax smirked, as she suspected her oldest friend would put up a fight when it came to taking it easy. I'll check on him before we head outside to enjoy the sun. I'm sure I can convince him to continue to rest. She gave a flighty laugh. He listens to me. She wasn't sure what prompted the somewhat arrogant comment. It just burst from her mouth. Sharing a curious look with Vita, Uma dabbed her napkin on her lips.
Well, while you're doing that, I shall round up a snack from the kitchen to take down to the pond.
And I will grab the croquet set. Vita made a move to rise from her seat, but Jax placed a hand on her forearm. Before I forget, Jax began, reaching into her dress pocket. This arrived for you this morning from the palace. Vita's eyes brightened when she caught sight of the note. Oh, thank you, Jax. You were right. I guess my parents have been very eager to hear from me. She cradled the letter in her palm. Thank you for letting me use one of the falcons to reach them. Jax smiled softly. Of course, my friend. A slight sting pierced her heart as she watched Vita rush from the dining hall. She often forgot about the lives her friends had outside of her service. To her, they were family, as she had no other relatives within the borders of Saphir. But in making them an integral part of her life, she had effectively, if unintentionally, cut them off from their own. When was the last time Uma had visited her parents? When would Vita see her family again? Jax had previously given little to no thought to those questions, and her selfishness troubled her. Just as she was about to pose a question to Uma about her parents, Martin blew into the room like a squall. "Duchess!" he exclaimed, sounding breathless. She shot to her feet, immediately on edge. "What's wrong?" The steward wheezed. There's someone at the gates."